Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Shenanigans. So,
Yep.
you make the signs, or you make the dress, everything's fine. And meanwhile, Alejandro returns to the gnome, if I'm not
Hello,
mistaken.
Gnome. Are you home?
Oh, why there? Hello there, Alejandro. My love for you seems to grow and grow. Thought you were getting rid of
Why,
some.
that sounds quite
Are we back?
nice. Uh, Here's the wooden oaken branch. It does not have lice.
Ooh. The gnome looks over and goes, "Well, I wish I could say I was more excited. Things have been rather dreary since you let me last. I seem to have come down with a case of the heavy heart. I'm
What's
just
tearing you
What's wrong?
so
apart?
I'm just so lonely.
Why is that so? Is it because someone had to go?
There's not a lot of gnomes in this town.
My
And I know
friends are
that
working on a gown.
oh, how lovely does that sound? Um I just I'll get to it when I can. This depression's hard to beat. Even my favorite dishes don't cut it, and they're made of meat. I
Oh.
I
So
gotta
you
go,
say...
Alejandro.
Oh no, do not go. Please tell more about Alejandro. What is concerning you so?
I I get tired being a single gnome in such a large home. I
Need
really should
someone
go. We'll
You
see you
want
later,
someone
Alejandro.
special to hold.
Oh no, no, just go, just go. And he puts a hand on your calf and tries to like urge you towards the door.
So does he just take the branch from me, or
He
like?
does. I'll get it done when I can. No promise. I swear
Mm,
that.
I try to I try to persist into like I want him to tell me more. Like if there's something I can do for him.
I've
If there's
lost my
something.
muse.
Oh, and you need a new fuse.
I need something I can use, something for inspiration, something that will keep my attention.
And keep you from procrastination.
Hmm. If only you could
Alejandro knows
find
big
me
words.
the most loveliest gnome around.
Who
But
is that?
alas,
No one in town?
I haven't been outside very much. I don't even know if gnome as such can be found.
Around?
Do
Hmm.
they abound? What's it like outside? I haven't really
Why do not?
tried.
Why not come and see for yourself? Perhaps, dust off yourself. I don't know.
He shrugs and tosses the branch onto a workshop table and follows you back to Shenanigans.
Hmm. Okay. We go and have a drink, and we can sit down and think. Very good. Come
Okay.
over here,
All right, so
little
you head
little
back to
gnome.
Shenanigans. You're there I guess it's actually quite late, like late afternoon, because everyone else is working on sewing things. And you've already been traipsing around the woods. You're hanging out at Shenanigans with this
Okay.
gnome.
So
Uh,
what does like we're talking about like more like what is he looking for? He's looking for someone to hold the love. Like he's lonely.
mhm.
Oh,
And
matchmaking now.
how's this going to work out? At a certain point, when the tailors are down for a break, getting some food in them because you can't work on an empty stomach. In walks Jewel Sparkles. For those of you who don't know who Jewel Sparkles is, and I think that's probably 4 or maybe 5 out of the 5 of you, you should know, Rob. Maybe. It is the gnomish widow of the jeweler.
All right.
Yeah, someone interacted with her. I don't remember who actually.
I remember we were doing it with when the Crimson Cock story, like with the ghost. I think we talked.
The widow of the jeweler. The jeweler got killed.
The jeweler was murdered recently.
Murder.
Ah.
Oh.
Yes.
I remember the jeweler.
Yeah, a
But that was
month ago or
pretty
so,
recent,
he was
right?
murdered.
Might
We know who did
might
it?
be too recent.
No one has found the murderer, although people did search about for him.
Wait,
anyway,
that wasn't the one where one of the characters was responsible for that, was it, or something?
it was a Hardcore Heroes audition.
Oh, okay.
Ah.
Oh.
Anyway, she comes in, and the Tinker, his eyes light up as he sees this woman in mourning walking through. And he turns to Alejandro and says,
Careful there. Careful there, no. This is a woman that is a woman in black. Once you go there, you cannot go back. I don't know. I don't know. This rhyming is killing me, Nia.
You don't have to rhyme. Only the gnome has to rhyme.
But it feels like that's the kind of atmosphere we're going for here.
That is
Well-
so bad. You're such a sorry lad.
Yes.
Oh god.
Cog
I
Wrench
heard-
goes,
You're causing me pain, and your lines are really lame.
This woman's man ago was killed. Retain yourself. She will not be thrilled of your advances. If you
Bounce back.
how
perhaps
long has it
time.
been? The Gnomish mourning period is quite thin. We are not as...
Really?
What? We do not practice the same mating rituals as you humans.
Oh, I see. A month,
It's-
I think.
A month or two, it makes a difference.
A month, I guess. Your guess is as good as mine.
Why don't you go
It's
find
loud.
out? This is something that must be
I'll
thoroughly...
walk up to her
Wow.
here.
Dale's just gonna call
Are
me
we all
Nick
there
Baby.
now? Like, are we all in the same? Okay.
Yeah,
I
you're
thought
all
we
like
were-
having
Dale's-
dinner together.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're back at Shenanigans. We're all here, right?
Yeah. I
Yeah.
thought we were like alone together at Shenanigans. Like,
No,
just
you're all, like,
just
just
Dale's
in-
staying way, way away from the gnome because the gnome talking just.
All right. I'll go up to the widow here
Mhm.
and go. Excuse me, madame. I can see by your dress that you must have most recently come into distress. If you would allow your humble servant to buy you a drink, you could come with us and we could all talk and think.
Think about what?
I have a good friend here who would like to. I don't want to set myself up for a bad rhyme here.
You don't have to rhyme.
Who would like to express his sorrow at seeing the hue of your dress. And I'll point over to our friend here. I just think of him as Cumberbatch because I can't remember his
Cog
last name.
Wrench Hammer Bench.
this gnome is out of luck. He just
Cog
goes-
Wrench Cumberbatch.
I kicked in a little late.
My good friend here, he's also feels tired, and I feel that two of you could perhaps be inspired to talk with each other and find comfort in each of the gnomes that you now find are within your reach.
She looks him over a few times and goes, it is a break from tradition for me to address him first. There's no other way to do it that would not cause me to burst. He must come to me if he wishes to. If he wishes for there to be something to be.
Converse?
Do all gnomes speak in rhyme? How do they get the time?
I don't know, man. This is a mechanic I'm beginning to regret.
I mean,
But hopefully over the years I'll get better.
So when you're 85, you'll be like, yeah, I got this shit down, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right. Don't worry, madame. Your message I'll convey, and soon I will send him over your way.
She nods and says, make sure he knows the rituals. Make sure he knows what to do. There's so few gnomes here. Oh, God.
Something askew.
I wouldn't want this to be a day I rue. Another lost suitor would be quite awful.
you like some falafel?
Something lawful.
Maybe. I'm getting worse as the night wears on.
Remember that time when the goblins made waffles?
Okay. What are the rest of you guys doing that are hanging around the table with our friendly gnome?
I was like, see,
Knitting.
Koiri, he fixes this. Like he really good. Like it's like to cog wrench,
Hammer bench.
cog wrench, hammer bench. Jesus Christ.
All right.
Cog. I just go to okay, Coggy.
Hmm.
Do
Well,
not worry.
I go over.
Do
I'm
not
gonna go over
worry.
Desmond. Okay.
Go ahead. Just
I'll just say I'm going to go over to Desmond and get two strawberry margaritas.
Okay. He produces.
I
for you
want
two
a strawberry
margaritas.
margarita now.
Okay, I bring them over to the table and go to Cog Wrench Hammer Bench, correct?
Mhm. Yes.
All right, okay. I go, one for you, one for the lady. You will need to go over there and approach her.
Is this how gnomes do it?
No.
Is it
She said that you would need to observe the forms, proper form, that she couldn't do something outside of the norm. You'd have to go first.
This is
This is what she
truly
needs.
a terrible
if you were
day.
to come here, then surely
Shakes his
she'd
head.
burst.
This is truly a terrible day. The only way to a gnome's heart is through reggae. I cannot find a band around Berkshire. Is this town named Berkshire? Shire, yeah, this is Berkshire. I cannot find I have not found such a band around Berkshire. I guess my heart will just always wallow in a mire.
what is this?
What?
My life has come to this moment here. I can't believe that the time has come near. Everything's ready. It's all a convergence. Now I gotta rhyme that.
Something virgin.
And so I'm ready in this particular instance. Do we have anybody here play instruments? Well, you can all do drums.
Drums? What?
No, all right. Your job is just to repeat the last couple of words of everything I say.
Me?
Say.
All of you.
Say. Say.
Okay.
All right. So I'm going to take center stage. I can't believe this has actually come up and works for this moment here.
Oh my God! Is Rob secretly a reggae player? Do you have a reggae band, Rob?
Back in college, my roommate and I would write really bad songs, and one of them was a reggae song.
Oh my God! This is the best day ever.
All right. Ready? Let me see.
So we just repeat the last word, yeah?
Yeah, you're just going to repeat the last like little phrase for each one. It was like,
Okay.
Do you need a beat?
Okay. Now listen, people.
Now
listen, people.
Bread and news.
Bread.
Red news.
You know my baby.
You
know
my baby.
As the blues.
As
the
the blues.
She loves the people
She
loves
loves
the
the people
that God choose.
that I
That
choose.
choose.
I guess we'll change it for the this fantasy world here. Make something rhyme. What's a fantasy race that rhymes with choose?
Goblin
Were-shrews.
Oh, were-shrooms.
We're shrews. Okay. The gnomes and half elves and the were-shrews.
And were-shrews.
Let's look at people as they stand. Unity throughout the land.
Throughout
the land.
You see a person.
See a person.
You cut him down.
You
cut him down.
You spread your hatred
You spread your hatred
all around.
all around.
You hurt the people
You hurt the people
that God choose.
that God choose.
You make my baby
You make my baby
have the blues.
Have the blues.
Let's look at people as they stand. Unity throughout the land.
Throughout the land.
You know that there is so much pain, there is so much hatred, there is so much that is bad in this world, that you must look and find that moment when, and I stretch my arms out towards each of them, when there is something within reach that can bring you back, that could bring you peace, that could bring you joy, that you could bring you love, and you must take that moment and not let it slip away. This is that moment. This is that time. These are those people. This is now.
This
is now.
And I point to each of them.
There's kind of... Give me a charisma check, Rob, and give it like +8 for that amazing performance. I can't believe you had that tucked away for this perfect use.
+8?
Yeah, on top of your normal charisma, which is probably broken
Damn.
already.
Good thing I had +8.
Well, there's a kind of a silence throughout the bar, and then the two gnomes go, and everyone else rolls in eventually. And I just, wow, that was amazing.
You should have, like, besides the normal highlights, you should have just that highlight that bit.
Oh, please don't. Please don't.
It
God,
looks
no.
the two gnomes each independently give you like approving glances and head back towards the bar. And as you come off the stage and are greeted by your newfound fans, Cogwrench hurries back to you and says, "My God, you've done it! It can be here. It could be near. I think I might have found my muse. There's just one more thing I could use."
Yes, tell me, my good man, what indeed is your plan?
For the ritual, there's only one more piece. We need a little bit of Starleaf.
Oh, yeah.
What?
Time for some Starleaf.
Is this something you can find? Do we have the time to make this?
We'll
Are
work
we-
on
are we
this.
making
We will
a
indeed,
fucking
Ellie. There may be
magical
someone
peg leg
backing
here,
out.
guys? Are we making a magical peg leg?
Yes.
Seriously?
It's got blue wood.
Wow.
Equitar knows where some star reef is.
Who?
I point towards the guy with the big sword on his back.
Who?
Maybe like I check. It's Niklaus. Niklaus
Oh.
checks and remembers like, do I actually know where, like, what rich house might have it in the backyard?
Are you from this area? Or are you are you a traveler from far away? Trying to get your grasp of local history.
Well, let's find out.
I've been a student in this in the Magical Academy nearby for at least a couple of 50 years. So, do I know?
You would have to actually have been in someone's garden to know whether or not they use it, to have it. You just need someone that knows some of the local
have something
nobles
that's
and is
called-
somehow has a connection with them to find out. Unless you
know,
have
I
a
have
local
an-
source.
I have-
Although, I believe the person,
knowledge.
the standard distributor of this product, Rob has already driven out of town.
So Neil, I have obscure knowledge, which means that I can.
I can't hear you. You're really
in
quiet.
Trivia.
Can you check your mic?
So I was saying I have obscure knowledge, which means that I know obscure trivia about stuff like this. Could I
Does
use
it really, or are you just saying
that? Yes. No, it says that.
that? Maybe it does. Maybe it doesn't.
Check traits. Basically, it means things one is to make a intelligence check to see if I remember something about that. If it makes sense within the story. It's a DM discretion thing. But I can also ask for the opportunity.
The special snowflake, Chucky.
Yes. Snowflake.
Green snowflake.
Yes.
Character traits? What chapter is that in?
Give me a sec. I'll find it for you. You can.
No, I
it's
found it.
also
Here we
like
go. And you said it was obscure knowledge.
Obscure knowledge.
Mhm. Okay, give me an intelligence check.
There we go. 24.
Okay. You would know that some of the nobles here use it for their parties. They substitute it or mix it with wine. Substitute for or do mix with wine. But
Specific
you are
noble.
not really embedded in the noble community here at all, so... it
Yeah,
would
but
be-
at least a specific noble who does the parties often.
the bigger the houses, the bigger the parties. So the more wealthy noble you can find, the more likely you are to come across something.
I share this information with the party.
Let's go find us some rich nobles.
Does anyone in the party know any rich nobles?
Well,
Of course you fucking do. Of course you do.
A strip club, and I smile.
one of them knows, well, one of them thinks I'm Coronado Vasquez. The other one pretends to know me as Coronado Vasquez.
Perfect. The one that pretends is more likely to have Starleaf.
My concern
That's my guess.
is that if I show up, she might think I'm trying to blackmail her.
More likely to have Starleaf.
She's a little bit ruthless. I don't know that I want her to think I'm trying to blackmail her. We need a good excuse for me to show up there.
The other one?
You need some
The
Starleaf?
other thing, well, what I'm thinking, I made a dress. More dressmaking.
This is what happens when you guys let Rob have one-on-one sessions. Weird shit goes down, and then he knows everyone in town.
It's a
So perhaps we could, if we can convince the husband, who just knows me as Coronado, that the perfect holiday gift for his wife for the party would be another dress, because he really likes the last one. Then perhaps I could get invited over there to do the fitting. And I could bring my entourage of tailors to speed everything up.
Oh yes, I'm good with needle and thread.
That should be a good idea.
This sounds like a plan.
Okay.
All right, so we'll see how this works here. All I can think of is penning him a note. We don't really there's a bar that he went to, but I don't think he goes there anymore.
I think
'cause he got
time
found out.
is a factor here. You did just set the
Yes.
mood with the song.
Yeah, but the noble isn't here.
He's not in
I
the
don't
room,
think-
but he is in town.
Maybe just go steal some from his backyard right now.
The noble is in town?
I mean, like the
Wait,
manor
what? I
house
think
is
I'm
in
confused.
town.
I'm not understanding you.
His mansion is in town.
So I know his mansion is in town.
Let's go. Let's go get some Starleaf.
I have a spell, Unseen Servant. He can just steal it for us.
Perfect.
Yeah, we could do it that way.
Okay, so I guess we're going to do that. And yes, it can perform tasks like that. It
Okay,
can pull up
you
to 3
guys
towns.
take off into the dark to go to the noble's house. You make it to Lady Jezebel's manor. I forget her husband's name. But you
I
will
do
make
too.
it there. It is dark out. You can barely see through I guess it's a full moon, so you can make your way through the forest without lighting torches or lanterns, but it is a little bit slow going. Thankfully, there's paths.
That must be tough for the humans.
Mm-hmm. The humans are going to have a hard
Because for the
time.
humans.
But eventually you guys
I wonder
come
what
to
that's
the-
like, not to be able to see in the dark.
You come to the main gate, and there are the 2 guards there hanging out. They come to somewhat of attention, and then when they see, your clothing, which is not all necessarily that fancy. I guess Kuri might have some nice clothes, but you're not riding a horse or anything. They relax
I
their
have a
positions. But you're not riding him here, are you?
Why not?
Because then you're
Be
only
fancy.
doing it because I just said you're not riding a horse and you're doing it to spite me. That's why. The 5 of you approach, and one of the guards saunters up to you, resting his spear against his shoulder, and says, "What you want? Manor's closed. Come back in the morning."
I have a message for the Lord.
Mm-hmm. I bet we all have lots of messages for him.
And I will have need to bring the wagon because I need to bring the vision board.
You need the vision board for this?
Yes.
Okay. You have the wagon. It is pulled by your horse that you were not riding, that you were leading on foot.
And if we're going here, well, see, I wasn't sure. So you made us walk up to the guards. So now I guess we're talking. I thought he was just going to climb on the wall and have his unseen servant steal from the garden.
That's what I
Oh,
wanted as well.
I'm sorry. I misunderstood. You didn't want to talk
But
to
you
the
had us
guards?
go up to the. So I was going to. Well, so are we just going to steal from the garden?
Yeah, we're just gonna go to the wall. They need to boost me up on the wall. I cast my Unseen Servant wherever I see the star leaf. He steals the star leaf, brings it to me. We run.
Yeah, I think that works.
Okay.
We're going to save the vision board for another time then when we have more
Sure.
time.
So instead, you sneak up to a wall section that's not near the front gate. The forest gives you plenty of cover. They do trim the trees a little bit back from the wall, but it's nighttime, so you can make it to the wall without being spotted, no problem. It is.
How tall is the wall?
It is an
There's no gnomes
8-foot
here.
stone wall.
Yeah, how much?
8
How
foot,
tall?
It wasn't very
8 foot
tall.
tall.
That
It's
could
not
boost
super
someone
tall.
up pretty easily, right?
Yeah.
I can I
Mhm.
need to boost me.
Alejandro would be our man for that.
I could boost pretty easily.
He's got the strength.
Should I make a strength check, Neil?
Please do.
Oh my god, of course.
No, Alejandro attempts to boost you over the wall, but he pulls a muscle on his side, and he is out for 10 minutes while it relaxes. Anyone else can boost you. In fact, you don't even need a strength check. You just need to lean against the wall and let him climb up you.
Yeah.
But Alejandro has pulled a muscle.
Okay, I'll do it. I'll even though I'm kind of shrimpy, I'll do it.
Malzi, how much do you weigh? Malzi?
I have 140 pounds, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
Perfect. I drop all my things. I have to take off my armor too. I have to drop everything because I can only press 140 pounds.
Okay. He gets
So I
strips.
drop everything. I just take everything
Can't
off.
you just prop yourself on four though? Or like just like, or just have it lift him up?
I think he's just like grabbing
I'm gonna
him
try
and
to
lifting him
I'm gonna
above.
try to press him up because I can only barely lift
What's your
140.
strength?
That's exactly what I need for 140. It is at 12. So I can exactly
I can't lift
press
it up.
140.
My
Okay.
strength's 11. I'm the worst
All right.
fighter.
You press Malzi up onto the wall. Malzi, you are now on the wall surrounding the manor.
Do I see any starleaf?
You don't see the gardens right here. You do see some gardens up next to the house, a little bit away, quite a bit of ways from the wall.
I whisper down, gardens close to the manor. We can reach them from here.
What is the range of Unseen Servant?
It's pretty decent, I think.
No, but let me check. Unseen Servant has a range of
Looks like 30 feet?
50 feet radius.
Yeah. So you were more than 30 feet from the garden. You're actually going to have to climb down the wall on the other side to get there.
Well, I think you can cast it, but then it can range a ways. It doesn't it? Can't it go further from you than 30 feet?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. It doesn't say. Oh, no. Okay, so if the caster attempts to send it beyond the allowed radius, the spell ends immediately.
Ah.
Beyond how far of a radius?
30 feet.
30 feet. Yeah.
So you can... You would need to cross the yard to get to it.
I look down and I say, do you guys want me to try?
Okay, I say yes, but I pick up all my things. I say, is anybody stronger than me? That actually, I guess Alejandro is probably
He's still
like resting.
working out the cramp. Yeah.
Still, okay, well, I put my things back on.
Okay. What do you do, Malzi?
Alejandro, you're muted, by the way. I say, guys, if they catch me, please don't leave me there.
How long will it take us to get across the gardens? And
It's not that far from the... It would take you less than a round to get to the garden from the wall. But you do have to cross kind of open terrain. As it is, though, you're just kind of crouched on the wall right now, so you're still pretty visible.
can they see us from the building? If they can anybody see us if we go across the empty terrain?
You guys are all down behind the wall, but if you were to
Mhm.
be on the other side of the wall and going towards the garden, you would be in very visible area, like wide open.
If I'm up,
I think I'll be okay.
Rob's
I go
thing.
down.
on the wall, what are the trees? I mean, are very visible from
So
the
you
the
cut out
manor
for a
house?
moment. Can you repeat that whole thing?
If I were to be like sitting on top of the wall,
Mhm.
do I think I'd be very visible from the manor house, or would I just be a
Absolutely.
shadow against the trees?
I mean, now that it's dark, you might just be a shadow against the trees, but were you well lit, you would be very visible. But it's nighttime, which makes everything much, much harder. During the daytime, you would be quite visible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm going for, since I'm guessing their guards tend to be humans.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, the house is about 100 yards from the wall. So since you're all humans or elves, you can make that entire distance in a round.
Yeah, and also.
So how far is he trying to go to do this?
I'm going like in a round distance. Like I'm very close. It's okay. I also have like a darkness spell on me if I need to really run from like something ranged or something like that.
Okay, if you need to run back towards me, and I can, like I said, I'm good with humanoids.
Cool. So
Not so
I
good
go
with
down,
creatures.
And I'm
And
saying,
we can have a rope, right? You can have like ready for him to climb up on.
That'll be good.
Yeah, you can throw a rope over the other side to help pull him up. Not a problem.
And I can.
We can tie that to Alejandro.
Tie it to me, but let me work out the cramp first.
Malzi.
Well, see, that's the thing. You don't have to have the cramp out to have the
I go
rope tied
down.
to you.
I go down here.
Can we use healing? I'm going to use my healing proficiency to work on the cramp.
You give him a nice little massage and
Massage,
it's a
yeah.
nice healer's touch. Give me a
Yeah.
healing
Apply the
proficiency
power
check,
yoga.
please.
What, sorry?
I want Nicholas to give me a healing proficiency check. It's
Okay.
going to be a D20.
Nice.
So roll a d20 plus wisdom.
Okay, my wisdom is good, so that's good. Just a second. My wisdom is 16, so just a moment. So let's do
Yeah.
roll d20 plus 16.
-2 total. Yeah, so 23. Good. You work out the knot and the cramp and everything, and pretty soon Alejandro is feeling fine. Malzi, you dart across the lawn.
Unseen servant.
There is a shout as you cross the lawn saying, "Stop! Who goes there?" Followed by the twang of a bow.
Darkness spell. Darkness spell. Darkness spell. As soon as I hear the voice, darkness spell.
Give me an initiative roll. Actually, that is 2 of them. No, they shout and shoot at the same time. What is your armor class? Oh god.
12.
Yep.
You take 6
Did I
points of
get
damage as an
no
arrow
penalty for darkness?
slams
Minus
into you.
4.
So you guys all hear, "Stop!" And then I guess you don't hear the twang of the bow or anything because it's 100 and some yards away from you.
Do we hear him falling to the ground?
I mean, Corey he sees me because he's on the wall.
Did you climb the wall,
sees me
Corey?
going down.
Yeah, I was sitting on top of the wall.
You
Okay, I'm
see
gonna-
him just kind of to the
I
side.
saw. Okay. Can we go into the
Two figures.
I want
What's
to
the
run in
range
there.
on CLW? Is it touch?
You wanted to climb the wall, Alejandro?
I think I need to climb the wall and get him.
Okay.
I think I need to fetch him.
Oh god, TPK inbound.
No, don't say that.
Okay, so Alejandro lifts himself onto the wall and starts to climb
I'm
over.
gonna run. I'm gonna book it over
Delanora,
to-
Nicholas, Kuri, what are you doing?
Can I see the guards?
Yeah, looks like 2 guards have run over to the body, and one of them is shouting and towards the gate guards.
Oh, they can get there before. Okay, that's.
I'm just preparing combat spells
I'm
just in
just trying to
case.
see range.
Um,
Uh,
yeah, they
60.
definitely get there before you, Simon.
am I within 60?
No, you were about 100 yards from him.
How is he 100 yards from?
Because I told you the manor house was like 100 yards
Yeah, but
away.
You said they don't even need a round to get there.
Yeah, because you
You
can
said
move
just
120
around.
yards in a round.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you can move really far.
All right, so can I move within 60 then?
Sure, but we should roll initiative.
All right.
Let's just roll 1d10 for each side. Someone roll a d10 for your group. We're going to go late today. I hope you guys don't mind running a little bit late because this is not going to be finished anytime soon.
It might be.
Might be.
I can roll it.
Someone roll a d10 for the group. Roll again because you've tied. Okay, party goes first.
All right, move and hold.
You cast a
Person.
hold person.
Yes, on the guards.
I can jump. I can kind of run into there and grab it.
Sure. So Alejandro boosts over the wall and starts running towards them. Kuri casts hold person at the guards. One of them freezes in place. The other looks up when his buddy stops moving. Simon's bolting across the yard. Delanora, what are you doing?
I'm going to just get my sword and shield ready and just be like, what the fuck's going on?
Okay. And Nicholas, what are you doing?
I'm gonna try to maybe get healing out to try a healing proficiency just in case, and I'm gonna prepare to run.
All right, so you're gonna have to boost over the wall as well.
Yeah,
And
I'll
over there.
climb over the wall.
Okay, so Alejandro and Nicholas are running across the open field. The archer over there shouts, "Attack! Attack! backwards! And takes a shot at the incoming. Actually, you know what? He's kind of outnumbered here. And his magic. No, he passes that morale check so hard. He takes a shot at the onrushing bull of Alejandro. Alejandro, what's your
Okay.
armor class?
16.
Okay, it's not a critical.
Wow.
You
That's
take
nice to hear.
5 points of damage as an arrow strikes you in the leg.
Okay.
Um,
My peg leg.
You used to be an adventurer until he took an arrow in the knee.
Are you sure, Neil? Not
I'm
my
s-
peg leg.
it's the other
just
leg.
five-
That's a 50-50 chance.
Not my other leg. Jesus Christ. I need that. Okay.
Okay.
50-50. The guy doesn't know he could be aiming at the family.
Okay. Initiative. Someone else roll a d10 for the group. And on this round, Nicholas and Alejandro will be close enough to actually interact with things.
Feels that you're there. Feels staring enough.
Oh yeah.
Oh no,
Look at
low is
that.
Oh,
good.
that's bad. Low
Wait,
is good.
that? Low is
Yeah,
good.
low is good.
No.
So it's
Okay.
good.
Uh oh.
Oh, the archer gets the second shot that round. I forgot. No, a 2 is a
Oh
miss.
God.
Okay. So Alejandro and Nicholas have basically closed with this guy. Almost. You guys are still coming across the lawn. He's going to take a single shot and then move backwards. That's off the table. 16 is another hit on Alejandro, who takes 1 point of damage.
Does he get penalties?
Well, you only took 1 point of damage.
He gets the same.
point?
Yeah, just 1 point. And then he starts backing up towards the front door. You can hear jingling of armor from inside, and as he gets towards the front door bursts open. They can't move
Wow,
any
that's
farther
nice.
this round, but you see
I just want to grab.
2 guys
Alcy
in
and get the fuck out of
chainmail
there.
with spears coming out from the lit house.
Okay, I just wanna shout. We don't want any fight. Just grab friend, please. And I just like grab him as I shout that. And can I grab him?
Toss him over the shoulder and start moving back. Nicholas, what do you do? You're over here next to Alejandro.
Yeah, I will. Just after he got shot by that first arrow,
Mhm.
I tried to tend his wound a little bit. Try to quickly wrap some bandage around it.
Later, after we
Yeah, we have to do it later. Can't
Yeah,
do
you're
it
gonna
now.
have to do it when he's not running across the open
Yeah,
We gotta move the wall.
I'm going to just then also just run.
field.
run back over the wall.
Yeah, run back.
Okay. Cool. So the two of you go out, grab the guy, and you start running back towards the wall.
Yeah.
Kuri. Oh, Adrian,
I'm gonna
you
run
fled too.
back to the wall at the same spot where the party is going over the wall,
Mhm.
and I'm gonna cast darkness on top of us so that we can't be seen.
Ooh.
Darkness in the night. This should be effectively we just vanished.
You create a magical aura of darkness around the wall. It
Yes,
is
right
pitch
where we
black. No one can see. Chloe, what do you do? I'm sorry, Delanora, what do you do?
Right, I will sort of, up until everything goes dark, I will move towards Alejandro and sort of try and shield him from any arrows that may be coming after him.
I think you're too far away though.
Am I? Oh,
I mean,
Well,
she
I'll
can meet
start
you
moving.
halfway.
No, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
so meet,
yeah.
meet you halfway and sort of hold the
Yeah.
shield up and try and cover you.
Okay.
Okay.
Um,
New round.
new round. Someone roll initiative. New person roll initiative.
Should I do it?
Sure.
Go for it.
Come on, guys. I really don't want to die here.
Shut up. Oh my god.
Well done.
Cleric
You guys
just
go
to
first.
try to stop
again.
character deaths.
So I guess you guys can find. You can't see each other, but if you yell at each other or talk to one another,
Yeah.
you can kind of coordinate locations and maybe
Run.
get the
Well,
we
unconscious
just gotta
I'll
fellow
be
leave the
whispering my
cone of
position
darkness.
constantly.
We can flee into the forest, right?
Yeah, but getting
Yes.
a body up 8 feet onto a wall while organizing with the person who's up there, but you can't see body, limbs, or parts, and it's a
Okay,
little
okay.
confusing. But you guys can do it in a round, I would suspect.
Yeah, I think so.
Um,
All right, let's do this. Over the wall.
Over
You
the
guys
wall.
hop the wall. with each other's help, and by the end of the round, you are on the other side, making your way into the woods.
There.
You hear, as you disappear into the woods, the sounds of iron gates creaking open, or I guess bronze gates creaking open, and the thunder of horse hooves.
Oh, good. That's crappy for going through the forest.
Yeah, but it appears that you have woken the entire keep, the entire manor. Looking back, you see lights popping on all over the manor house. And
Maybe we should have done it my way. This sounded like a really good idea, though.
they just rolled really well on their perception checks, but I mean, they are guards. That's what they do.
So I'll CLW Mousy.
All right, you bring him back to 1 HP.
I still
You
carry it.
may need to cast darkness soon. Be prepared.
I guess I still carry him at this point.
I'll treat Alejandro's leg.
I think we're still running, right?
Oh, we're
Yes,
still
we're
running?
gonna run right.
We're running?
Yeah,
Okay, never
we have
mind.
to run. We're
Yep.
we're not out of the woods yet.
Okay.
Literally not out of the woods yet.
By the time you guys get back, before you get back to town,
Yes, literally without a paddle.
the church bells are ringing, and by the time you get back to town, the whole town is awake, and people are talking about an assault on the manor house. And
Well,
thieves
before
and
we leave the
bandits.
woods into town, I have 3 more CLWs. Let's see if we can get everybody healed.
To
Okay.
mask our.
Malzy can't
Not to get
use any
hurt.
more magical healing until he's had 24 hours of full rest.
I can do a healing on him. I'll do a
Yes.
healing proficiency on him.
Give me your healing proficiency check, please.
I could do with a cure life boost.
It's really not.
I think you could probably do with 2, right?
I get +1 because I have herbalism.
Nice.
If you roll well enough, I guess. If you roll well enough, might only need
It doesn't matter what you roll. I have 2 HP. Like, you're gonna do it anyway.
Okay. I just rolled a d20 here,
Mm-hmm.
and so whatever, as long as I didn't roll a 1,
What's your intelligence score?
my intelligence is 15.
Okay, so 15 plus 1 for the other thing is 16 minus 2. Yeah, so you're fine. All right. You patch him up. Did you put some heals on Alejandro there?
Oh, yeah, I'm going to first put the first heal
Mm-hmm.
for
Ooh.
8.
That's
How far
good.
down are you, Alejandro?
I am back at full.
You're back at full.
Fantastic. Okay. Anyway,
That's not
you get
good.
back to town.
Okay.
You get back to Shenanigans
So-
even, and things are messy.
And we're out looking for we're hearing the bells of an attack. We're out looking for these attackers.
I'm
Yeah.
hiding in my room.
There's
Hiding in
no
my room.
reason
I'm
anyone would
hiding in
ever
the room.
suspect it was you guys, but the town is on full alert, and it looks like you will probably not be getting any Starleaf tonight.
I think Alejandro wants to go to bed. Alejandro has too much excitement for these couple of days.
I wanna
All right.
mention that I've broken
There's
the
another way this might work. Well, there's 2 other ways this might work. Another one might be quicker. Because the big way this might work, I've got a bunch of other stuff I want to do in that manner. So this is the short way. There's a bar where the workers at the manor house like to go to, right? Wasn't that established?
Yes, you have found such a
You
tavern.
know so
All right,
much. Bro.
let's
Jesus
go.
Christ.
Well, he plays every week. Some of you guys only pop in once a month, once
Yeah.
every 2 months.
Rob, not to be. I think. Yeah. It's just that I think running out of time. It's getting kind of late.
Yes, this is
Yeah.
going to go fast.
Okay.
Okay.
So this is the fast way. So we go to this bar.
Sure.
all gonna go to
quite
this bar?
drunk.
All right.
Yeah.
So I'll look around for these.
Uh-oh, he's disconnected.
Oh no.
think it's-
For
I
the
think
it's-
perfect person, the older chambermaid. The older, more experienced chambermaid. Is she here?
Curry knows everybody in town,
He
and when
is
I say
not.
no, I mean no.
Experienced chambermaid, eh? Oh, right.
Curry knows exactly half the people in the town.
Yeah.
Hey, it was her idea.
She's not around.
All right, so I'll talk to. There are other people there at the inn.
There are other people at the inn.
from the that are from the manor house.
Yes, one of the serving people. Actually, give me an intelligence check to see if you actually remember, because you
Okay.
interacted with a few that you would absolutely remember, but there are a lot that you might not.
All right.
Yeah, you recognize one of the people as just a footman that works there.
That's probably kind of the perfect person. All right. So, seeing him, I'll go. I think I remember. Don't you work over the manor house?
Mm-hmm.
Come have a drink on Coronado.
He goes and he accepts your drink.
Okay, so I'll do some chatting, small talk for a while. And after that, I'll go, so, some friends and I were looking for Starleaf. You wouldn't happen to know how someone could get a hold of that, would you?
He gives you a dirty look and goes, uh-huh. This bar used to be the sort of place where us common folk could come and hang out without having you, whatever you call yourselves. He points at your weapons and armor.
1%ers.
Yeah. You
Evil
guys
1%ers.
come and bug us with this and that. So there was a reason we called this place a quiet drink, and here you are coming and clanging with your weapons, reeking of battle. Whose blood is that on you? And here you come trying to bribe me with alcohol to get me to steal? Mm-mm. I have to go find a new bar. He doesn't even finish his drink. Sets it down.
My
and walks out.
apologies, sir.
Yeah, he
Didn't mean to offend.
It's not go well.
I thought a footman would be perfect for that.
Yeah, he seems.
So how much drink does he have left in his cup?
Almost full. He had a sip and then heard the request and just put it down and walked out.
It's like, well, there's no reason to commit any alcohol abuse, so I go pick it up. and I finish it.
Oh, God. You down it. Does anyone else have any ideas, or I think we're going to have to call it with the quest left semi-complete?
Well, I mean, some other time, perhaps.
Another time. All right, guys. That was it for Shenanigans, which was definitely a Shenanigans name-worthy episode. I can't believe the crazy hijinks you pulled. Let's dole out some experience points.
I like the reggae.
I think Rob should definitely have more experience.
I think
He deserves it.
You got the blue oak. You completed the tree's job, no problem. And you brought it back to the guy. You found him a love partner, but you didn't seal the deal. You needed some Starleaf, and that did not work out well. So he's still lacking that proper inspiration to get the job done. Who knows when he'll get around to finishing
There's
it.
no time limit, really, is it? Is there?
No, you just might have to, work the angle with getting him and what's her name together again.
Yeah, like I said, with that one, the more experienced chambermaid, I bet could totally hook us up.
Possibly.
Well, she was the one who was hooking up the Lord with what's her face.
Mm-hmm.
So I think she knows what's up.
She was setting him up with another woman?
Yeah, she told me that she was the one who told him about a quiet drink.
Oh, yeah, but he didn't set her up with the girl. He just set her up. She just set him up with the place.
But she knew about the whole thing, and she seemed to be very wink, wink, nudge, nudge about it.
Yeah,
she wasn't like, oh my God, do you know what he's doing? She's like, do you know what he's doing?
Mm-hmm. So what other experience points do you get here? You made some signs. That's kind of falls into the tree category. You met the giants. Let's give some experience for meeting giants. What other subplots did we resolve?
Forest fire. We did the whole thingy.
There was the whole. I think Alejandro deserves.
Dress.
That was one heck of a stage act.
The stage act, right? That was great.
The wrestling.
Okay, and then some role-playing experience, and then let's give you guys a nice big boast for actually having a reggae song on hand. Just a reggae song about getting people together on hand. Most appropriate thing possible. And divide it between the 5 of you, and everyone
When the woman
gets-
had the blues.
Yeah, it was. You all get 625 experience points.
The prime requisite means 10% bonus.
Yes. So if you have 16 int or higher, you get 10%.
do.
So you'd get
How much experience was
687.
that? Sorry.
If you have 16 in your prime requisite stats, you get a 10% bonus. Otherwise, it is
It doesn't matter for you because you don't have a 16 strength.
625 experience.
625. Okay, where's my calculator?
Sounds so harsh every time. Like,
Okay. And that is it for Shenanigans today. Do you guys have anything you'd like to say before we sign off for the night?
It's pretty good.
as usual, a lovely.
Okay, went up a
lovely
level.
session.
Yeah,
I
a
don't-
lot.
I don't
Nice.
think- I don't think we can. It would have been like half as funny if we didn't have Rob. Like I said, big
Yeah.
shout to Rob. Even if he plays every week and knows everything. So.
Well, I think it's awesome that we have Neil that can roll with all the weird stuff we do.
How much HP is it for level 3, by the way? Just so I put this in now.
4,000.
Everybody's
4K.
different.
Sorry?
4,000 for
Everybody's
fighter.
different fighters.
Everyone's different. What? You're really quiet.
No, I meant,
was
so
saying
what's the level after that? Because I've just hit level 3.
Oh,
And I have
4,000 for you.
8,000
That's
then.
what they were saying.
8,000. Okay.
okay. One more time, Adrian.
I was just saying thank you everybody for playing and thank you Neil for DMing because that was awesome.
Mhm.
My pleasure. Love playing with you guys. Shenanigans is one of my favorite shows. Also, coming up, we will be inviting the cast of Hardcore Heroes to join the cast of Shenanigans whenever they would like. So we're going to keep expanding our Shenanigans player pool and getting a little bit more mix in here. So do expect to see new faces cropping up in the future. And I think that's it. If there's nothing else to say, we'll see you guys next. Maybe probably not next week.
What's next week?
It's the 27th. It's 2 days after Christmas. I'm
up for it.
Yeah, my
That's-
mom's in town. She's flying all the way out to Vietnam, so I think I
Oh,
might
wow.
cancel for next week
Yeah.
because
That
this runs
makes-
until
that-
5
that's a
a.m.
good
for
reason.
me. So
That's a good
I
reason.
think we won't have Shenanigans.
Your
next
mom
week.
could be a guest player.
That'll be the day. But we can have Shenanigans the week after that, on the 3rd of January. So we'll see you guys on the 3rd of January for more Shenanigans, and on the 2nd of January for more Hardcore Heroes, and hopefully tomorrow or the next day for some Dicing with Death. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.
Right.
Bye.
Bye.